So last month I made over $131 per day with the Amazon Influencer program. And in this video, I want to share those results with you. I want to share some things that I've been trying out and having success with. And then I want to share some things that I'm also going to be testing out this month and hopefully getting good results from that as well. So stay tuned. Let's get right into the video here. I've got my results right over here. This is what the graph looked like for this month. So as many of you guys know, this month of October was crazy. It was a roller coaster of events. You can see that at the start we were getting really high numbers. We were coming back to normal from what tragedy September was, and man, so it started off good the first 3 days, and then all of a sudden it just came crashing down again. We then had a Prime Day that happened on the 11th around this time frame here, as you can see the spike on the graph, and then it kind of steadied out, had a little bit of a jump, and then towards the 20th of October to the 27th, we were kind of back to normal of what we were seeing before the whole September carousel event. But out of nowhere, Amazon has a glitch, and you can see that here on the 28th, 29th, and 30th. The clicks, the earnings absolutely were drained. I still don't know if they're going to fix it. I mean, they said they would, but I kind of doubt it based off of what happened in July when there was like some glitch with the commission boosts and all that. So we never got that back, so I doubt that we're getting this. But yeah, let me go ahead and break this down. Even though we had this crazy roller coaster, I still managed to make quite a good amount of money that I'm very satisfied with, that can easily be a full-time job if you wanted it to. So I brought this here week by week. So this is going to be week one of October. This is going to be the first. I had $110, the second $172, the third $214. So we're really going back to the normal basis, at least for what I was seeing a few months back. Then out of nowhere, again, we have this huge drop in commission, went down to $52, $22, $39, and $27. So for that first week, we totaled out to $640.32 with a 13.34 conversion rate. So it started off good, but quickly flatlined at the bottom end of that week there. So let's go ahead and move on to week two. I mean, not bad, $640 extra in that week. Obviously, you can't fully complain about that. So this is week two, the 8th through the 14th. I won't go through each one, but I'll kind of scroll by just so you guys can see there's 79, 129. I guess I will go through each one. 173 on the 10th, 163 on the 11th, 170 on the 12th, and then 138 on the 13th, and then 121 on the 14th. So this was a little bit of like a downgrade compared to the July Prime earnings. If you guys have been around the channel for a while, you know that in the July Prime, I had actually made $1,000 on the second day of Prime, which was absolutely crazy to make $1,000 in one day from Amazon. So to come back here and only make $173 and $163, which is what I typically make on a normal day, that was just pretty sad to see, especially for a Prime day. But looks like as of now, November is kind of starting to steady out. We're kind of going back to those normal results. But for this month of October, that Prime day was a little bit unfortunate. But even then, we got $975.36 for week two in October, which is really awesome. That's a very good amount of earning to be looking forward to for a weekly basis. 12.37 conversion rate, so pretty average. Let's go on to week three here. So week three, now we're really starting to get back to normalcy. So October 15th, we had 106. Really boosted up to 285. I believe this is a Monday. Mondays are usually good for me. I may be wrong though. But then we go to October 17th, $146. October 18th, $155. October 19th, $92. And then another huge boost on October 20th, $259. And then October 21st, $163. So really pretty much all of this week, we stayed above $100, except this one day where we were $8 shy. That brought us to a total of $1,209.03, which is really crazy. That is really insane that you can make this from Amazon videos. Yeah, really crazy. As of right now, I have, I believe, 1,000 videos. So this is what you can potentially be looking at. Although video count doesn't necessarily matter, it matters what products you're reviewing. And in the past, you know that I've recorded a lot of short-term rental videos. So I've gone into short-term rentals, recorded some of the furniture and everything in there, so that you can get some really high-priced items without having to, you know, buy each thing individually, which is a really huge boost to your profit margins. But yeah, I haven't done that, and I'll speak onto that in a little bit on why I'm not focusing on that so much, at least in this quarter 4. So let's go on to the last week here of October. This is the 22nd through the 28th, and then in the next one I'll have the last 2 days. So the 22nd to the 28th of October, we started off at $178, $250. So I love those plus $200 days. During July, we were seeing a lot of those, which was really nice. That was back when we got $10,000, and now we're kind of slowly dwindling down. But even then, very satisfied with what we're making here, especially for this month where it was really crazy. $190 on the 24th, $181 on the 25th, the 26th, $142. $138 on the 27th, and then this is where the glitch just starts on the 28th. Really shot down to $31, and I just realized that 79% conversion rate. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, really sucks that glitch happened at the end. But with that week, $1,113.76. So another $1,000 week from these Amazon videos. It is absolutely insane. But yeah, it's just awesome to see that the hard work that you put in beforehand is really paying off, and you guys will see what I mean by that, because I didn't really post videos this month like I have in the past, and I'll show you guys that on my tracking sheet here at the end. But yeah, 13.26 conversion rate for that week alone. Let's go on to the last 2 days. This was also, the glitch was still going on, so this doesn't do it justice, but the bar graph looks kind of like it's large, but it's actually only $22 on the 29th, and then $24 on the 30th. And the last time I saw $24 was like, I don't know, maybe May of this month. So it's been a while, at least like when there wasn't any glitch or video carousel bugs. I mean, that was back when I was starting out getting $20 days. But yeah, this has to be a glitch. I really hope that they pay it back, but I highly doubt it. So $47 combined in those 2 days, which is crazy to see. But let me go back to the full month so you guys can see what that looks like. It was $4,000 in total, $4,077.72. I'll go into what I'm seeing success with right now that I'm changing up, and then what I'm going to focus on for this quarter. And then I'll show you guys how much I invested so far, because I did invest a lot more this time around. But yeah, this month, $4,000, which is really nice, especially with this roller coaster of a month with so many downs, 22, 39, 27, and then finishing off with more low days compared to my results, at least. It's really nice to see that I can still crank out $4,000 in a month. Really awesome. So let me go ahead and go over here to my tracking sheet, where now we'll talk a little bit more about what I've been seeing success with. So you can see I've got all my months here since I started back in February. From February all the way down to October, you can see that starting in June, this is where I kind of started recording more of short-term rental videos. So during this time in June, it was more of a quantity rather than quality for Amazon videos. The Amazon Influencer Program is, I guess now you can see it's getting a little bit more popular, things like that. I'm seeing that the carousels are becoming a little bit more competitive. So this month, you can see in June, I did 253 videos, July 274, August 196 new videos, September 143 new videos, and this month only 42 new videos. This is the lowest that I've had since, April? So the reason for this is, one, I didn't do any short-term rentals. I have access to them. I've got contacts that I can go to in case I need more. But this month, I really didn't focus on it. One, because I was focused on releasing my Sortio X Chrome extension that I use for product reviewing. I'll have a link to that in the description if you want to help get assistance with product reviewing for Amazon Influencer. But not only that, I was also focused on more quality content. So what I mean by that is not just all one shot type of videos where you're kind of holding your phone and then you're just speaking for a minute and a half about the product, no cuts, anything like that, no post editing. This month I focused more on product research, actually buying or looking for what products I want to buy, making sure they have eligible videos, making sure that they sell high, things like that. And I'll actually have a video. I actually did a live stream where I went through that whole process. If you're interested, I'll have it posted at the end of the video. But yeah, I kind of go through my whole process on how I'm looking for products, what I use, what AI tools I use, my personal tool, Sora2UX that I use, and then things for checking daily sales, stuff like that. So I go through a whole 1 hour live stream. If you're interested, it is, like I said, an hour long, but it's like my full process, unedited, all live. As far as actually making the video though, what I mean by high quality is now I'm focusing more on like B-roll clips, like actually, so before I would show like the product in use, but now I'm kind of showing it in, I guess, a more cinematic type way. It's still with my iPhone, like I'm not using like my DSLR camera like I'm using right now. I still try to use my iPhone just so it's not fully professional. It kind of still gives you some authentic feel to it. But yeah, I'm focusing more on B-roll. So in case you don't know what B-roll means, you're just kind of showing shots of the product in use. So as you're talking about it, you'll kind of overlay that feature that you're talking about in use while you're talking about it. I hope that makes sense. I'll have an example on screen while I'm talking about this. But yeah, I've been focusing more on that. I really focus on the product research. So things like Christmas trees and toys that you would normally see for gifts in this Christmas season. Just other really popular things for this winter time. I really focused on this month, which is part of the reason why I only posted 42 videos. So the short-term rentals are good. I won't stop doing them. I'll definitely start them again once January comes around. But I really felt that this month of October, this month of November, it would be a lot more important for me to invest specifically into purchasing products rather than me kind of going to short-term rentals and kind of randomizing what products I get, because really it's random what you find there. At least here I would actually be certain that my videos can pop up on these pages and things like that. But one other thing that I actually started doing, or I'm testing currently, I just started this week, is I'm just buying products that are popular in the winter. So things like heaters and things like hand warmers, stuff like that. Specific luggages, things of that nature. Like I said, Christmas trees and decorations. I'm just full on buying things that are in the like top 10, top 20, top 50 of those categories. I don't care if they have 6 videos. I don't care if they're full carousels. I'm buying those products. I'm going to create my high quality video. And if I get beaten, then I get beaten. Okay. I've thankfully been able to make a good amount of money from this program that I'm comfortable reinvesting a good amount of money because I feel that the quality of video that I can create will convert really well once it's actually posted on the carousel. And usually Amazon gives you a chance to get your video on the carousel. So if my video gets on there, I'm pretty confident in that the customer will find value from it and end up purchasing the product afterwards, which is what Amazon really cares about, is their conversion rate for the video. So I'll show you guys how much I invested this month. In total, for now, I've got 1,039 videos in total. I've got clicks for this last month, 19,257. So stayed pretty steady to what I saw in September, but definitely less than what I saw in July and August. So everything's going to be pretty similar. As you'll see, earnings are actually pretty similar as well. If it wasn't for the glitch those 3 days, I'm pretty sure I would have made just a little bit more than September. If I was sticking to averaging around $100, under 130 per day, I would have seen maybe like an extra 200. But yeah, 4,077. So in total, from the Amazon Influencer Program alone, gross earnings are $28,894.25. Earnings per click, 21 cents. Earnings per video, $27.81. So kind of gives you a little motivation to record those videos once you're seeing how much you can potentially earn. And yeah, one thing I want to talk about before I forget is since I started doing those higher quality B-roll type videos where I'm talking and showing the product at the same time, like in a different way, not just unedited, where I'm actually editing the video. So I did it for a Christmas tree that I product researched. I knew that I had one spot available on there, but when I actually uploaded the video, it was a full carousel. When I researched it, it was one spot available, but once I finished filming and all that, it was a full carousel. And luckily my video did get on there, and it's been doing really well for a Christmas tree in the start of November. It's November 5th right now when I'm recording this. It's doing really well. So that kind of just motivates me to keep making those high quality videos, because as long as Amazon puts it on there, like I said, if your video is quality and it's answering the questions that a customer will have and it's showing them the product in use, there is no reason why your video shouldn't stay on there compared to all these lower quality ones. So that's just something that I did. I posted it I believe 7 days ago, and I've already had like 13 or 14 sales, which for a Christmas tree at this time is actually pretty good, and I'm pretty much 25% or 30% of the way there to what I had initially bought it for. So I'm excited if it stays on there. These next few weeks, it's gonna get sold like crazy. But yeah, moving forward, $131 per day and 54 cents for this month. Last month was $139, so pretty much the same. Even though we've had those glitches and roller coaster months the last 2 months, it's still been pretty good months. $4,000. Earnings per video per day for this month was 13 cents. Projected yearly, if I were to make this amount yearly, $4,077.72, I'd be looking at an extra $48,000 per year, which is absolutely crazy. Now, not as crazy as in July, 10,000, but that was also a huge Prime Day. That was also a commission boost month. But even here in August, you can see 6,000. But you can see we've been kind of staying relatively about the same 4,000. So if we were to stick to this 4,000, we can look at an extra $50,000 per year, which right now I also work a full-time job as a physical therapist assistant. So the pay there is not bad either. So an extra 50,000 is a huge bonus to what I'm already making right now, which is really awesome. And this is kind of leads me into why I'm more comfortable in investing as well. I know some people might need it perhaps a little bit more. They've got maybe family and people they've got to take care of, so they're kind of limited on what they can invest. But if you have the opportunity, you should definitely look to reinvesting, especially in this month of November, so that you can get those videos up for December. From everything that I've heard and just anything in general, e-commerce, the month of December is really crazy. So far, from everything that I've earned gross, 28,894, I typically like to reinvest 20% of my total earnings. So right now, 20% of this 28,000 is $5,778.85. Now, I actually have not even invested close to the 20%, which is why I kind of went a little more heavy on investment on products specifically, rather than short-term rentals, because I have that leniency. And even then, I still didn't invest too crazy, but I definitely bought more than I have in the past. So previously, these investments of 858, 483, 612, 660, they were primarily for short-term rentals, so not specific product research, whereas this month it was completely product research. So $612 worth of products, which is still not a lot. This month of November, these first 2 weeks, I'm still going to keep purchasing more products, probably an extra 1,000 to 1,500 that I'm just going to commit, and I'm going to try my hardest to make these quality videos and get these uploaded. So I'm taking a few extra days off of work on Fridays and perhaps Thursdays to have more time to these videos, just because it's doing well. It's not like I'm going to be losing out on money for my full-time job, especially when I'm getting an extra $4,000 per month already. And plus my job is very lenient, thankfully. So anyways, investment total. So everything I've invested this year is $3,352.73. And like I said, I can invest $5,778. But even this 20% mark, if I were to even pass it, I would be very comfortable with passing this if I needed to. So I'm completely committed and available to spend as much as possible, because Amazon has shown me that the time and the effort that you put into it is going to get repaid. Maybe it's not right away, but down the line it'll definitely get repaid for you. So that's my investing total. It'll definitely shoot up this month. So following the investments that I've made, in total, my operating income is $25,541. So this is subtracting what I've invested, which is still really awesome. That's a huge boost to my full-time income already. And obviously this is still not counting taxes. So with taxes, this is definitely going to take a huge hit. But that's also why you've got to save up a little bit. But yeah, this is very important that you start investing, especially this month. I know if you're new, they say record everything in your house. Yes, that's true. But I also have seen that Amazon repays you for the work that you do, as long as you make a good video. Obviously, don't make a terrible video and expect to make money or stay on the carousel. If you're going to reinvest, which I do recommend, at least right now, for this month, like really try to reinvest maybe $100, $200, $300, reinvest into products related to winter, and you'll see a huge boost hopefully for these next couple of weeks as December kicks off. If you need help with that product research, I'll leave a link here in the video or to my live stream. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.